y'all, welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time clicking on one of my videos, welcome. My name is Heather and it is World Book Day, and that means I'm sharing a book haul with you. Before I get into sharing any of these books with you, I wanted to let you know that my good friend Nicole at Irresistible Magic is also uploading a book haul video today. She'll be sharing what she got. I know that she typically reads fantasy, so if that is your jam, please go check her out, show her some love, and let's go ahead and get into this. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do that, especially if you like bookish videos, Disney videos, just anything. I do have several playlists going on my channel with all of the things that I love to share, so I'm sure that you will find something that you enjoy, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button before you leave today. I will say that I found a phenomenal deal probably 2 months ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already have seen the photo. If not, I'll share it here. Someone was selling books at a ridiculously low price on the Facebook Marketplace. So all of these books you see here, I got for $4.75 total. I know. I'm trying to let that sink in as well. Now, all of these books are not new, but they are new to me. I have read some from Nora Roberts, and I have read some from Janet, is it Ivanovich? Don't necessarily know how to pronounce her last name, but I have read some of those books, but there's a ton. They write a ton, and I just can't keep up with them because I do have authors that I favor more. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the books that I did find at the Dollar Tree first. First book is The Known World by Edward P. Jones, and it is a national bestseller and winner of the Pulitzer Prize. I had never heard of this book. I've never heard of this author, but I love this cover. You know, I'm a sucker for a cover. If it's got a beautiful cover, I don't even have to read the back. I want the book, you know? I just love it. I think it's very beautiful. I love this little tab here on the side. This is a historical fiction about a black farmer who is a former slave, and it just goes to talk about him and his wife. It does take a look at slavery and all of its moral complexities. So I am very much looking forward to reading this book. The next book is from Donna Everhart and is The Education of Dixie Dupree. I want to make sure I got that right. And it's kind of like a coming of age story where this girl has to overcome something that happens to her in her life. And let's see if I can remember these all. Try to remember all of this is quite a bit. So, Secrets, Lies, Peach Cobbler, Grits, A Hot Alabama Sun, and a girl named Dixie Dupree, who shows courage in the face of betrayal, strength when all falls down around her, and shining hope in the darkness. This is a story you'll read well into the night. So this is another one that I feel like it's going to be a really good summer read. I'm very much looking forward to it. And again, can you, even with this beautiful cover, I'm just so smitten with these covers. Next up is Landline by Rainbow Rowell. Hopefully that's how you pronounce that name. I apologize if I got that wrong. Again, cover. I mean, this gives me all the vibes of my childhood and having a phone on the wall with the cord that you twirl in your hand and you're wrapping it around your body and you're unwrapping it around your body. I mean, it just gives me all the vibes of the 80s on this cover. The back of it is pink, so it's super pretty. And then look at the spine. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like pink and white. Oh no, it's pink and gray. Pink and gray stripes. And it's just absolutely stunning. So I'd never heard of this. It's the author of Fangirl, which I know nothing about either, but obviously I had to pick this up. This story follows a married couple whose marriage is a little bit on the rocks, and the wife decides not to go on a family trip for Christmas to Georgia. She decides to stay home, and then she ends up finding a way to connect with her husband in the past, like before things go wrong in their marriage. And so I'm really interested in how this works. I don't know if it's kind of like the time traveler's wife. Woo, hold on, book stack. Book stack is about to fall. Okay. So anyway, I'm really interested in how, obviously there's a telephone that is involved here, but I'm interested to see how this story unfolds. I don't always like to read a whole lot. You guys have heard me talk about that before, that I don't always like to read a lot about the books because I don't want the story to be ruined for me. I don't want any spoilers. So I like to go into a lot of books with an open mind and this is going to be a fun ride, I do believe. The last one I found at the Dollar Tree, I was so incredibly shocked. I started to say stunned and shocked together. I was so stunned and I was shocked to find this book there. You guys know how much I had discussed for B.A. Paris with the Behind Closed Doors. I couldn't even think of it. I'm trying to block that out of my mind. Couldn't believe that I found this. So, of course, I had to pick it up. Again, killing me with the covers. I don't understand. Covers were so boring when I was younger. I don't know if I was ever drawn to them like I am now, but this is definitely a really cool looking cover. This follows a man whose girlfriend had disappeared about a decade ago, and there's like hidden secrets and buried secrets, and again, she sucked me in. Hopefully it will not be a trigger for me like the other one was. You guys already know, but I'm excited. I'll give it a go. I'll absolutely, for $1, I couldn't leave that in the store. I know you guys know that I always buy books on eBay and the Dollar Tree, and this is no exception. This is a really old book, but this was a recommend to me as a beach read called Beach Music. This was recommended to me by Mitzi from Bells of Cotton, who also loves to read books like I do that are based on the South. It came out the year I graduated, and back then my mind was nothing but Stephen King, and that was it. So, Stephen King, and that was it. Yeah, okay, that was not intended, but maybe I'll get that later. Anyway, this is Pat Conroy's Beach Music, spanning 3 generations and 2 continents, from the contemporary ruins of American South to the ancient ruins of Rome. From the utterable horrors of the Holocaust to the lingering trauma of Vietnam, Beach Music sings with life's pain and glory and is another masterpiece by Pat Conroy. Never read any of his stuff, but if Mitzi recommended it, I will definitely give it a go, and I just like the way it feels. It's a very worn, you know, it's got that floopy feel. I'm really messing up the lighting. So anyway, it's just got that really worn feel, and you know that it's just going to be a good book to hold. Yeah, it's very long too. It's got, oh, well, we really went for it here. It's 800 pages. So that might take me all summer. Mitzi recommended that book because she saw me post this book on Instagram. It is The House on Fripp Island by Rebecca Kaufman. Couldn't see that there. And this is one I'm so excited to read. It is perfect for the summer, perfect for the beach, and I had so much fun taking a photo shoot with my book. I took some really pretty Instagram photos when I was at the beach about a month ago now, and haven't read the book yet. I just wanted to get some really great photos and have them up on my channel to give us these summer vibes, and I'm just excited to read it. Either poolside or by the beach, this will be a summer read for me. And if you don't know, I do live in South Carolina, and Fripp Island is in South Carolina. And like I said before, I love beachy North Carolina, South Carolina things. So that is a very exciting read for me. This book follows 2 families who are on their vacation, and then, if I'm not mistaken, yes, it takes a dangerous turn. So really excited to see what this book has in store. The next 4 books also came from a specific seller on eBay, and I will link that store below. I order from them from time to time if I'm going to be buying 4 books or more, because you buy 3 books with them and you get the 4th one free. And for the books I purchased, it was an amazing deal. The first book is a recommendation from Nicole, and this is Beauty and the Beast, Lost in a Book, an enchanting original story by Jennifer Donnelly. So I don't know why my voice just did that. Anyway, gorgeous cover. It's a gorgeous cover. Isn't it beautiful? I absolutely love it. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. I can't with it. If you are into Disney or fantasy, if you love Beauty and the Beast, I feel like this is going to be a book for you. I am a huge Beauty and the Beast fan, but I typically do not pick up any of the retellings or anything like that. However, I did love A Beast Within. Is that the one I loved? No, I loved As Old as Time. That was a twisted tale and I loved it. So I have a feeling I'm going to love this. So Belle finds a book in the Beast Library, and I want to say it's called Nevermore. I might be totally lying. Yes, it is an enchanted book called Nevermore, and she discovers a whole new world in there, and let me just read the back of it. Hidden in the Beast's library is a very mysterious book. Belle is about to discover it and visit a fascinating new world. But is everything in that world as it seems? And will Belle be able to find her way home, or will the story take hold of her and never let her go? I'm completely interested in it. I know that Nicole has been trying to get me to read this forever, and when I saw it in this bookshop within eBay, I knew that I had to get it and finally add it to my very small Disney book collection and give this a read as well. So I'm not sure when I will get to this, but I'm very excited to finally have it. The next book was written in 2003. So yes, I do have some oldies in this book haul, but this is one that kind of fulfilled my buy 3 get 1 free, and it was a really pretty cover. And I had no idea that Thomas Kincaid had actually written novels. This is a Cape light novel, so I feel like this is going to be a really nice book. Something very soft, something very light, very on the Hallmark spectrum of books, where I'm going to enjoy reading this if I'm reading some more intense books. This might be something light that is very comforting to my heart in between some heftier books like murder mysteries and things like that. The next book every booktuber pretty much has been talking about, and that is In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. It follows this girl who ends up kind of like in this holiday Groundhog's Day situation, and I'm so excited to read this. Like, I don't know if I want to read it for Christmas in July or if I want to save this for the holiday season, but regardless, I'm so excited. I've seen so many booktubers, and I've seen it on Instagram and I've seen it on Instagram. So many people are loving this book, and I don't know if I can wait until Christmas to read it. But as you can see, I still have more to share with you, and I'm so excited to get into this book. It just feels like it's going to be so much fun. It's listed as the quintessential romantic holiday, and it is by the author of The Unhoneymooners, which that book I also want to read. So I'm excited. I'm so excited to be checking out different authors, getting out of my comfort zone a little bit and reading different things. So I'm really excited. I really need to film a video like Instagram made me buy these books, or BookTube made me buy these books. I feel like I need to film a video like that, because there are definitely some influential people that I follow who have really made me buy a whole lot of books that I had not planned on buying, but I'm not mad about it. So the very last book that I ordered on eBay ended up not being the book that I ordered. I ordered the Queen's Counsel Rebel Rose, but what I got instead of the hardback copy was the ARC copy. It was a complete misrepresentation on the seller's page. I did reach out to them. This is not what I ordered. This is not what you are selling. You are selling a hardback copy as it's listed. I was very irritated. I understand what a privilege it is to actually have this in my possession, but it's still really shady to be selling one of these. She did give me a refund of 40% since I told her, you know, this is not the book I ordered. I'm gonna have to buy it from another seller. And yeah, this is a big no-no. But I am, like, I've come to terms with it. I'm glad that I have this copy. So this is a book about Belle in her coming of age. She has broke the spell, the curse, and now she has got to reign as queen, and is set during the French Revolution. So I think it's going to be a really amazing read. Like, who am I? I have 2 Beauty and the Beast books in this haul, but I'm really excited for it. And like I said, I didn't expect to receive this. This is not what I paid for. But I'm excited to see what this book is like, and then I want to get the actual version that was published to compare the two. As it says here, cover is not final, and this is the uncorrected ARC, not for sale. And then it goes on the back to talk about the marketing plans and everything like that. So it is a very wonderful book to have from Disney and Hyperion. Is that how you say that? Hyperion. Very nice book to have. I'm happy that I have it, but like, please understand, I did not purchase this book in this manner. I was under the impression I was purchasing the actual published book. So anyway, let me know if you have read this book. Did you like it? Is it worth me actually getting the true version? Let me know if you have any ARCs in your possession. Okay, I know this is a very long video and I have 4 more books to share with you, so bear with me, we're almost done. This next book is I picked up from Target by Kate Claiborne, and it is called Love It First. It's got a really fun cover. The story is around these 2 individuals who talk from balcony to balcony but never meet in person. So they have this really engaging, really fun conversation, but they never actually meet up. So the man actually moves away, and then he ends up inheriting this apartment building, and he has made plans for the apartment building. And then one night he strikes up a conversation. He realizes he knows the sound of that voice sounds very, very familiar, and it ends up being the person that he has had this kind of romantic involvement with in the past. I'm excited to see where this sweet little romantic book takes me. I had originally purchased this to read Valentine's Day week, and then I just didn't. Sweet little modern romance, and I cannot wait to dive into this one. I have 2 books here by Lisa Jackson, and how I stumbled across these books is all of Shopkick's fault. I do use Shopkick all the time, and I still need to film that video to share some of that with you of the wonderful things that I have been able to accomplish through Shopkick. But I do check that weekly to see if there's anything that we will use grocery wise or health and beauty aids wise or anything of that nature that we will actually get money for purchasing, or like points for purchasing, I should say. And that book that I just shared with you, Love It First, was on there. And then obviously these last 3 books that I'm going to share with you were found in that manner as well. But this book, called Absolute Fear by Lisa Jackson, is a thriller, kind of a haunting of sorts. It takes place around this asylum, and I think it was called Lady of Virtue, maybe? Our Lady of Virtues. It's an asylum where the main character, Eve's dad, worked, and so she remembers roaming the halls of this asylum and things like that. And Eve is actually shot and almost killed by a man that she was in love with, and he goes away to jail or prison, and then he is released, and there's a new string of murders going on. Then she is lured to a cabin where her old friend is murdered, and so I think from what I've read, she has got to team up with her ex-boyfriend who tried to kill her to try to solve the mysteries of this book, and to try to solve the mystery of who is behind the string of murders. And so I can't imagine what kind of trust you would have to put in this person to try to solve these murders and put it into all of this. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. This would be a really fun read for a rainy day, and so that is when I'm going to be saving this one for. But I think this is going to be so much fun, and I love like the cat and mouse kind of thing. That's kind of fun for me. And then also by her, as I just shared with Nancy Bush, is Wicked Game. It is centered around a group of girls that were friends in high school, and one of them ends up going missing. She just vanishes, and some people think that she has ran away, while others think that one of her secrets that she had like led to her being murdered. And then 2 decades, I think it's 2 decades later, yeah, 2 decades later, they uncover a body at the high school, and like the friends get together to talk, and they think that this possibly could be her body. And so I guess there are like secrets and things that are unfolding throughout the story that will probably keep me guessing. This is book 1 of the Colony series. Never heard of it, got it because of Shopkick, and I don't know if I will love it enough to actually finish any of the series. But apparently there are 3 more books after this, and this is pretty intense. It's a pretty long book. We've got like 470 well, maybe 473 pages, so to have a pretty good grip on me for me to read the rest of the series. But you never know. You never know when you're gonna find that book that you absolutely have to read all of the series, you know? I haven't found a good series in a long time, so if you guys recommend a series, please feel free to let me know. We've made it, guys. We are at the very last book of this haul. Did you ever think we would make it? Because I certainly did not. The very last book is by Janet Daly, and it's Paradise Peak. Now, this is not something that I would want, but again, Shopkick made me do it. They enticed me with those 700 points, and I just did it. However, this is also a book that I know Damon's mother would love to read, so I will be very careful with it, and after I read it, I will be passing it along to her, either as a gift for her birthday or whatever. But it is part of an Americana series, so I know that that will be her jam. So apparently surrounding this ranch there is a wildfire burning, and the community is like coming together to try to put out this wildfire, and then a romance blossoms in the midst of all of that in the community and everything. Like I said, it's not, reading about ranches and things like that are not my jam. It's got a home regardless if I read it or not, so potentially that will just be going to his mom, and I won't even be reading much into this. If there's a book that I'm kind of wishy-washy about, I'll give it like the 5 or 6 chapter test to see if it's going to draw me in, if it's going to like the writing style or anything like that. But this is, out of all of them, this is the iffiest one. So we shall see how that goes. Thank you. If you have made it to the end of this video, please give yourself a round of applause and a pat on the back, because this was pretty intense. I'm exhausted. I hope that you guys aren't, but I know that I am. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have watched it all the way through, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. You know, in the comments, if you have read any of these books, is there anything that you will now be inspired to read because of this book haul? I would love to talk all things books in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!